Hi MJ gang, it's me Bella. Welcome to our summer bash, a cozy collection of some of your favorite magical stories. I'm so happy you're here. Now guess what? We're taking a little break in August to rest our paws and recharge. But don't worry, you won't be alone. Special guests will be popping in to keep you company, including magical stories from where it all began, the origins of enchantment. And of course, you can always visit our channel at Mara Jake 1, where there's a little something for everyone waiting on our playlists. Want to listen to stories on your late summer travels or on your adventures? Tune in to the Mara and Jake Storytime and Magic Mini channels, wherever you get your podcasts. Oh, and before I forget, we're leaving a few very special videos just for you inside the Storytime Vault. So go explore, stay cozy, and keep unlocking the magic. Let's get started.
Somewhere deep in the magical world, there's a special place where stories sleep until they're ready to be told. Welcome to the magical Dream Library, where dreams turn into stories and stories turn into magic. MJ gang, will you come dream with us? Welcome back to Magic Minis, where cozy stories make you feel loved. Here in MJ Land, every tale is a gentle hug, every adventure sparkles with kindness, and every listener, just like you, is a part of our magical family. So snuggle in, get comfy, and let the magic begin. Maya, a little girl from the human world, had returned to the town of Honey, a place filled with gentle laughter, sweet treats, and magical cuddle bears who always made her feel safe. She sat quietly near the honey fountain, twirling a petal in her hand. That's when Pip, the littlest cuddle bear with a bouncy step and a wide smile, spotted her from across the square. He was so happy and surprised.
Maya, you're back! But why the long face?
I start first grade next week. I thought coming here to visit would make me feel braver, but I'm still scared, Pip.
Ooh, big new things can feel like big scary things. Come on, let's talk to my Mama Bear.
Mama Bear was one of the kindest cuddle bears in all of Honeytown. She had soft brown fur and a hug that smelled like fresh muffins. She welcomed Maya and Pip into her kitchen and handed Maya a warm honey cookie. Mama Bear, who was warm and calm, asked Maya as she nibbled the edge of her cookie.
Tell me, sweetheart, what's bothering that little heart of yours?
Maya shared every fear about starting a new school and making new friends. Mama Bear listened. No interrupting, no rushing. Then she took Maya's hand in her big, gentle paw.
You're not alone. Lots of little ones feel like you do. That's because first grade is new, and new things always come with butterflies. Isn't that right, Pip?
I get butterflies before climbing my tree too fast.
What if I forget my backpack? What if the teacher doesn't like me? What if I don't make any friends?
Mama Bear leaned in, her big brown eyes filled with kindness. Maya shook her head and listened carefully as Mama Bear spoke.
Maya, do you know what I tell every little cuddle bear on their first day of school? I tell them, you already have everything you need. Your kindness, your questions, your spark. First grade is just where you go to grow it.
And then Pip chimed in.
Yeah, you're gonna bloom like the honey flowers in spring.
Maya giggled just a little, and the butterflies in her belly started to flap a little softer.
It's okay to be nervous. Even cuddle bears get nervous sometimes. That means your heart is getting ready to do something wonderful.
Maya stayed in the town of Honey just long enough to fill up on courage, cookies, and a few extra hugs. When it was time to go home, she gave Mama Bear a big honey bear hug. Then she went to Pip and squeezed his hand and whispered, "Thank you for helping me feel brave." And as she walked back into the human world, her steps felt lighter, not because the butterflies were gone, but because she had learned to fly with them. This ends our magical story. We hope these cozy tales continue to make you feel safe, loved, and ready to rest. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and come find Mara and Jake on all your favourite social platforms. Until next time, keep unlocking the magic.
Dear MJ Gang, hi, it's me, Bella. I wanted to write you a little letter before summer tiptoes away and the leaves start whispering secrets about fall. I just got back from a magical train ride through the forest, and it was so dreamy. I sat by the window with my legs swinging and my ears wiggling, and I watched the trees dance by like they were waving at me. The train made that soft chug 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 sound I love, and the whistle sang like a lullaby. We passed the lemon sprinkle hills. Yes, real hills that smell like lemonade. And Pip, the little cuddle bear from the town of Honey, was outside on his scooter, trying to race the train again. He always laughs so big when he does that, like the whole sky can hear him. Then something magical happened. A glowing firefly floated into my train car, just one, and landed right on my notebook. I blinked, and it spelled a word in the air with its light. Welcome. That's when I thought of you, all my new friends in the MJ gang. And I thought, if you're new here, maybe you've never seen the Storytime Vault yet. Oh, the Storytime Vault is wonderful. It's where we keep all the stories we've ever told in the magical forest. Some are funny, some are quiet, and some are so magical they feel like dreams made of stardust. And just beyond the vault, tucked deep inside the rocks and roots, is the magical cave, where all the enchanted treasures are kept, the ones that make time slow down and sometimes even stop. If you listen really closely, you can hear the cave breathing. It feels like it's holding every magical moment in the world, saving it, just for us. And then, there's one more place I want to tell you about. It's called the Enchanted Place. It's soft and glowing and filled with light, like walking inside a lullaby. That's where you'll meet a sweet little white bird named Twinkle. She's always waiting on a quiet branch, ready to show you around. You can visit the Enchanted Place as often as you'd like, but you can never stay there. No one can. It's a place meant just for visits, and I promise you, it's amazing. And the best part? All my friends who live in the forest and the vault and the cave and the Enchanted Place, they can be your friends too. So if you don't have many friends right now, that's okay. I'll share all of mine with you. There's Pip and Lyric the cat, Baby DeeDee, Snowpaw, and Mama Bear. Even Mr. Oliver, the wisest owl who gets a little grumpy when the sun sets too early. And me. You always have me. The magical train takes us to places where stories live. And there's room for everybody on board, even if it's your very first ride. So if you ever feel a soft breeze on your cheek or hear a whistle in the distance, it might be the magical train. And it might be calling you. I'll write more soon. Until then, keep unlocking the magic. Love, Bella.
Hello, hello there, my dear little friends. It's me, Mayor Bumble, from the magical town of Honey, and I hope you're feeling cozy wherever you are. Today I want to tell you about a special kind of holiday, one that everyone can celebrate, no matter where in the world you might live. It's not marked on any calendar, and there are no invitations or party hats needed. This is a holiday of the heart, the holiday of the lazy days of summer. Now close your eyes if you like and imagine you're waking up early on a warm summer morning. The window is open and a gentle breeze tiptoes into your room. It brings with it the smell of flowers, grass, and maybe a little hint of the sea or forest, depending on where your home is. The sun peeks through the curtains, golden and kind, asking you to come out and play. On this special summer holiday, there is no rush, no to-do lists, no chores that can't wait. This is a day meant for slowing down, for feeling the magic in the air, and for listening closely to the world around you. Perhaps you'll step outside and feel the tickle of soft grass under your toes. Maybe you'll hear the birds having a chat in the trees, or the hum of bees visiting the flowers, busy but happy. The world seems quieter somehow on these lazy summer days, as if it too is taking a big, deep breath. And oh, the wonders you can discover. A butterfly that lands so softly on a nearby leaf. A cloud shaped like a castle floating high above. A dragonfly darting across a pond, its wings sparkling like tiny jewels. These are the small wonders, the little treasures that summer gives us if we only stop to notice. You see, my dear ones, the lazy days of summer are really a gift for dreamers. A time to lie back beneath a tree, look up at the endless sky, and let your imagination take you wherever it wishes. Maybe you'll sail a ship made of leaves across an ocean of blue sky. Maybe you'll talk to the stars at night and ask them to tell you their secrets. Maybe you'll dream of being an explorer or a painter or a magician or anything your heart desires. Wherever you are, in a bustling city, a quiet village high in the mountains or near the sea, this holiday belongs to you. You don't need anything at all except your own wish to slow down and enjoy the warmth of summer, the laughter of nature, and the company of your very own thoughts. And oh, how important it is to take these moments. Sometimes the world gets so busy, doesn't it? So noisy, so full of things that feel important, but the most magical thing you can do this summer is to pause just for a little while and take a breath. A big, deep breath that fills you up with sunshine and fresh air and happiness. So this summer, wherever you are, promise me one thing. Take the time to celebrate your own lazy day. You can call it anything you like, holiday of the heart, the day of small wonders, or simply my summer day. But let it be a day where you look for magic in the smallest places, where you listen to the wind or count the stars or make friends with the clouds. And always remember, even when summer ends, the magic of the lazy days lives on in your heart. You can return to it anytime you wish, just by taking a moment to breathe, to dream, and to notice the world's quiet wonders. Now, I'll let you enjoy your special day, and I'll be right here in the town of Honey with the Cuddle Bears, enjoying mine too. Until next time, dear friends, keep unlocking the magic, and remember, Mara and Jake love you very much. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe to at Mara Jake 1, right here on YouTube. That helps us keep sharing these peaceful adventures with you, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. The MJ Gang and I have put together a little music and stories from the magical Storytime vault just for you. Take care, happy dreaming.
Beneath the great shimmering waterfall, hidden from the eyes of ordinary creatures, lay a kingdom of wonder, the kingdom of Aquaria. If you ever found it, you would see its pearl glass towers glimmering like moonlight on the water's surface, and its streets of polished shells where seahorses, starfish, and fish of every colour danced between coral arches. The kingdom of Aquaria was a place where music floated through the water like bubbles, and the air smelled of salt, sea flowers, and magic. And at the heart of Aquaria lived Elanora, not yet a queen, but a simple, kind-hearted eel. Elanora liked gliding through gardens of waving seaweed, playing with the dolphins, and helping lost little fish find their way home. She didn't think herself special, not like the noble seahorses with their fine saddles, or the wise old turtles who knew the secrets of the deep. But Aquaria had always been ruled by her family. Her father, King Samon, was wise and strong. His voice echoed through every part of the kingdom. Gentle warmth. One soft evening, as golden sunbeams trickled through the waterfall, King Samon spoke. "Elanora, it is time. You are to be crowned Queen of Aquaria." Elanora's heart sank like a stone. "But father," she whispered, "I can't be queen. I'm just me. So many others are braver or wiser. I'm just a simple eel." King Salmon smiled. "Being queen is not about having the loudest voice or the sharpest teeth. It's about having the truest heart. And you, my daughter, have that heart." That night, Elanora swam through the kingdom. She visited the turtle elders. "Surely one of you would make a better queen." But the turtles only shook their heads. "You have the heart, young eel," they said. She swam to the coral guards. "One of you must be better suited." But they clacked their claws and said, "We serve the kingdom, but it needs your gentle guidance." Even the whales told her the Queen of Aquaria must swim among her people, close to their needs. That is you, Elanora. As the first light of dawn broke through the waterfall, the kingdom gathered, dolphins leaping, jellyfish glowing, fish flashing bright scales. The coral crown was placed upon Elanora's head, and in that moment, she understood. The kingdom didn't need the loudest or the fiercest ruler. It needed someone who loved it, and she did, with all her heart. Her first act as queen, a festival of kindness, where every creature would share a story, a song, or a helpful deed, so that no one would ever feel unnoticed or unimportant. And so the eel, who never wanted to be queen, became the Queen Aquaria needed, gentle, wise, and beloved. And always remember, sometimes the best rulers are those who never seek to rule over their subjects. True leadership comes from a kind heart and the courage to care, even when you doubt yourself.
Hello there, MJ Gang. Let me tell you a story. A story about a little fawn named Baby DeeDee. Perhaps you've heard of her? The one the magical forest whispers about. The one the stars seem to smile upon. The one everyone says is destined for great magic. But what they don't always tell you is, sometimes even the most magical little fawn can feel uncertain. You see, baby DeeDee was in training. Every morning, as the sun peeked through the leaves and painted the forest floor with golden light, baby DeeDee practiced. She tried to whisper to the wind, as the elder deer could. She tried to make the flowers bloom with a blink, as she had read about in the old books. She even tried to listen for the secret songs of the trees. But nothing happened. Day after day, the little fawn would return to her meadow, her ears drooping, her heart heavy. One afternoon, when the breeze was warm and the bees were busy, baby DeeDee decided she needed help, but not just any help. She needed to speak with someone who knew about magic, someone wise. So she trotted softly down the forest path, past the singing streams, past the dreamy red apple tree, all the way to the magical cave. And who was waiting inside the cave, surrounded by bottles and books, scrolls and shimmering stones? Why, me, Lyric the cat, keeper of languages, and, as some of you know, a rather skilled mixologist of magical potions. Baby DeeDee looked at me with wide, hopeful eyes. "Lyric," she said, her voice trembling just a little. "I don't think I'll ever come into my magic. Everyone says I'm destined for something special, but what if they're wrong? What if I'm just ordinary?" I curled my tail around my paws and tilted my head thoughtfully. "Oh, my dear baby DeeDee," I purred. "Magic is never in a hurry, and it never ever thinks someone is ordinary, least of all you." But baby DeeDee wasn't done. "Lyric, could you give me a potion? A special potion. A forbidden one. Something that could speed up my training? Something that could make me magical now?" "Ah, little ones. You should have seen her eyes, so full of hope and worry and longing." I patted closer, my voice soft but sure. "Baby DeeDee," I said, "I understand why you feel this way. I do. Waiting is hard, and sometimes we want to take shortcuts when we feel lost. But magic, true magic, doesn't work like that." She blinked up at me. "But why not? Why can't I just take a little help?" I led her to the pool of reflection at the back of the cave, where the water glows with the light of the moon even during the day. "Because," I told her gently, "with great magic comes great responsibility. And that responsibility is to always do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when it would be easier to take the quick path. Your magic will come, baby DeeDee, but it will come when your heart is ready to guide it wisely. If we rush it, we might lose what makes it special." Baby DeeDee gazed into the pool. She saw herself, small, unsure. But then, as the ripples faded, she saw something else. She saw herself standing tall one day, her antlers tipped with soft light, her hooves steady on the earth, and the forest calm and safe around her. She looked at me and smiled, just a little at first, but then it grew, like the dawn breaking over the mountains. "You're right, Lyric," she said. "I don't want to take the quick path. I want to take the right one." And so baby DeeDee left the cave that day, her steps lighter, her heart braver. She knew now that magic wasn't just about spells or power. It was about kindness, about patience, about doing what was right, even when no one else could see. And in time, oh, in time, the magic she longed for would find her, just as it was always meant to. And that, my friends, is the story of baby DeeDee in search of her magic. May we all remember, the true magic is in the journey.
Thank you for joining me here in the depths of the magical cave. Together, we'll uncover the important history of the treasure artifacts hidden within these enchanted walls. Along the way, you'll discover lessons of friendship, bravery, kindness, and the power of believing in yourself. Welcome to the Magical Cave Stories, a timeless collection where fantasy and heart meet, ready to capture the imaginations of children and grown-ups alike. Welcome to the magical cave here in the magical forest. I will be going through the history of this wonderful cave, and I invite you to come along. Baby DeeDee and Bella will take the journey with me. This cave is no ordinary cavern. It is a place of the most extraordinary magical artifacts in all the kingdoms. You see, in most all the enchanted stories, someone from the magical forest was there to help. And in turn, we were trusted to keep the most treasured items.
Mr. Oliver, how many magical treasures are in the cave?
The magical cave has treasures that are beyond anyone's imagination. A glass slipper that once adorned the foot of a beloved princess, a wand that can bend reality, a carriage made of the purest gold, a red apple with a spell of eternal youth, and golden eggs that glisten like the sun. I can go on and on because if there is a story to tell, we protect their treasures.
I have read so many stories about the magical cave, and always there is something new I didn't know. That is why I wanted to come here, Mr. Oliver, for you to teach us.
Well, let's get started. I want to show you Camelot's sword, a blade wrapped in honor. And I know already what you are thinking. What did the creatures of the magical forest have to do with this? The Sword of Camelot. It is a symbol of honor, courage, and the quest for justice. And when the round table of Camelot was no more, the king gifted the sword to his most trusted, his horses. They in turn brought it to the magical cave for safekeeping.
I remember reading that the horses stood with the knights and defended the kingdoms and upheld the beliefs of knighthood. The horses' bravery were a testament of their dedication.
Yes, Bella. Though the days of Camelot may have faded into memory, the spirit of the sword lives on within the walls of this enchanted cave. Maybe one day, there may be one worthy enough to claim its power and carry on the legacy of the knights of old. Now, let's move on. There is so little time but much to tell.
Mr. Oliver, before we move to another great treasure, can I ask why we don't share this cave outside of the magical forest?
Good question, Baby DeeDee. The Magical Forest Council discussed this in great detail. We held a vote throughout the magical forest, and then a decision was made. We all decided it was best that only the creatures of the magical forest know about the cave. You see, all the treasures that are brought here for safekeeping, also to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Its protectors wanted to be sure the treasured items would be preserved for generations to come. We also must remember, it is not the artifacts themselves that hold the true magic, but the intentions of those who seek to use them. As long as we remain true to our hearts and protect the magic of this forest, its wonders will live forever. One day we hope when the world is ready, we can share their wonders with those who will use them wisely. Now hurry along, Bella and Baby DeeDee. We have a lot of story time ahead. We're going to tell a few stories from one of the other magical books. Let's move along. We now will be sharing the story of the Enchanted Mirror. Long ago, when the world was young and magic flowed freely, the looking glass was crafted by the most skilled artists of the kingdoms. Its frame was decorated with beautiful patterns similar to the twisting vines and shimmering stars. Its beauty seemed to capture the very essence of the forest itself. But it was the glass itself that held the true magic, a surface that rippled like liquid moonlight, reflecting not just the world as it appeared, but the world as it could be.
I have read that knowing the future is not good. Why would we have such a thing like this in the magical cave and protect it?
Very good question, young Bella. The tale of how the looking glass came to be a part of the treasured artifacts of the magical cave is one shrouded in legend and myth. Some say it was a gift from the fairies, bestowed upon the guardians of the forest as a token of goodwill and trust. Others believe it was discovered deep within the heart of an ancient cave, hidden away by a forgotten sorcerer seeking to unlock its secrets.
Oh no. It sounds so awful. What kind of people are they?
I agree, baby DeeDee. However, the looking glass found its way into the cave, where it became a cherished treasure among the other magical artifacts. Its presence brings the magical cave a sense of mystery, and at the end of the day, we must remember we were entrusted to protect it.
I see here in my book that the looking glass held the power to grant wishes, but such magic came with a price. For every desire fulfilled, there was a consequence, a lesson learned, a sacrifice made.
I remember my mom telling me that the many who dared to look into the magical mirror found themselves trapped in their own desires. They were lost in a web of make-believe and dreams that twisted and turned them into the branches of the forest itself.
You both are correct in the knowledge you speak about the looking glass. But let's not forget the true magic of the looking glass lay not in its ability to reflect the physical world, but in dreams beyond the living. With a whisper of words and a touch of magic, the mirror can come to life, showing visions of the future or unlocking long-forgotten memories. I believe if you have goodness in your heart, when you look into the mirror, you will not see visions of power or glory, but reflections of love, kindness, and the beauty of the world around you.
And that is an important lesson, Mr. Oliver.
And that is why he is so smart. I am so happy I came to learn today. I think I will come back many times. There is so much to learn about this magical cave.
I have enjoyed myself, Bella and baby DeeDee. Thank you for allowing an old owl to talk a little history. We continued talking as the looking glass listened. I knew the looking glass wanted to remain treasured within the magical cave, away from the dangers of unchecked ambition and the true magic that lies within the hearts of those who dare to dream. It just wanted some peace.
Hi, MJ gang. Before I head home to the magical forest, I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending these lazy days of summer with us. It's been so magical sharing cozy stories, sweet adventures, and quiet moments together. But don't worry, the magic isn't over. You can still explore all our playlists right here on our channel at MaraJake1 on YouTube. Whether you're in the mood for a magical mini, a deep dive into the Storytime vault, or a full day of enchanting tales, there's a little something for everyone, so be sure to visit the channel, check out the playlists, and keep the magic going. Until next time. I'm Bella, and Mara and Jake and I love you so much, and we'll see you real soon. Bye!